Good morning, ladies. Welcome to our Wednesday workout. I hope you're all staying safe. And we're indoors, so the air is good here. Thank goodness. Anyway, all right, we're going to get started. All right, we're going to start with a handcuff hip hinge this morning. So knees are soft, shoulders down, hands behind the hips. Knees, yes, I said that. Knees are soft, so you're going to lead with the chest, nice flat back.
The next workout will begin in 60 seconds.
You should feel a nice hamstring stretch there coming up. You're squeezing those glutes. So while we're stretching the hamstrings, we are opening up that chest. Bonus. All right. Leading with the chest. And coming up, squeezing the glutes. Getting into our breathing pattern right from the beginning. Exhaling here. Good. Nice flat back. And squeeze the glutes. Great. Let's do two more. Feeling the nice hamstring stretch coming up, squeezing those glutes. One more. Leading with that chest. And coming up, squeezing the glutes. Great. All right, let's do some arm crosses in front. Warming up the shoulders, warming up the chest. Make sure you alternate which arm goes on top. Good. And you're breathing, right? Great.
Begin set one.
Opening up the chest, shoulders stay down and relaxed. Stopping if you need to stop earlier, that's okay. If you can, go back. Getting that full range, opening up the chest. Excellent. All right, let's do a little shrug. Curl with the arms, reaching up on the toes, stretching the calves, all right? So shrug, curl, reach, nice and tall. Shrug, curl, reach. Try to get right over the shoulder on that reach, shoulders allowing.
Stop,
Reach,
exercise.
nice. Let's do one more. Shrug, curl, reach. Great. We're going to do some windmill arms next. Shoulder exercise, also core exercise. Feet about shoulder width apart, knees soft. You're going to start going forward with one arm and the other arm.
Begin
One
set
arm,
two.
the other arm. And you're going to pick that up a little bit. Again, modifying is needed if you need to go lower here. If you can go all the way up, great. Abs should be nice and engaged. And if you speed that up a little bit, we got heart rate going up. We got the core engaged. Nice. Great. All right, let's go backwards. Coordination test. Here we go. You can do one and then the other, and then speeding up if you can, all right?
Stop,
Great.
exercise.
You can speed it up a little bit. Make sure the abs are pulled in. Woo! Nice. I don't know about you, my heart rate's getting up. Excellent. All right, let's do a
Begin
little
set three.
abduction. Balance. Arms go to the opposite side. I call these TikToks. Good. So we're getting a little hip and glute activation. Balance. Breathing. Good. Remember, with any balance exercise, helpful to focus your gaze on a fixed object. Something that's not moving. Excellent. Nice.
Stop, exercise.
All right, let's finish up with a squat, pushing those hips back. Chest open or wide. T, palms facing forward. Now, if the Y doesn't work with your shoulders, you can just do the T.
Begin set four.
Here we go. Pushing the hips back, opening up the chest. Remember, you don't want those knees to come forward. You want the squat to be pushing the butt back. Quads, hammies, and glutes. And we're going to start with some wall push-ups after this. Wall push-ups can be push-ups on your kitchen counter, kitchen island. They could be on a bench if you want to go a little lower. They could be on the floor on your knees. They could be on the floor on your feet. All right? So I'm going to do it
exercise
on our
switch
bar
to the
today,
next
and we're going to
station.
start with a double set of endurance push-ups. I'd like you to go for as many as you can with a good pace in that plank position. Hands are going to start outside of the chest. Sorry, you have to look at my back side, not my best side. But anyway, right outside
Begin
the
step
chest.
one.
Here we go. lowering the chest, leading the way. Glutes are nice and tight, abs are engaged. In that plank position. And don't forget to breathe. Exhaling as you push up. I think that's 10. Let's go for 40 to 50 if you can. Or 30, whatever is a good challenge for you today, all right? But I want you to keep that perfect form. Chest leading the way, head and neck following, all right? Keep those glutes tight.
Exercise.
Keep the abs tight. All right, I think I'm somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 here. Keeping that good form. Remember, you can modify that range of motion if you need to for a shoulder, if you need to stay higher.
Begin set
All right,
2.
here we go. Woo! Continuous motion. Leading with the chest, plank position, abs are tight, glutes are tight. Exhaling. Woo, I'm feeling it, chest and triceps. Working hard. Coming up on that break, ladies, keep that pace up. Woo! All in here. Almost there. Abs tight, glutes tight, breathing.
Stop exercise.
Woo! Shaking it out. Good work. All right, second set. We're going to go hands a little closer together for more of a triceps push-up, and we're going to slow it down. Still going through the 2 sets if we can, because it's going by quickly here. Shoulders stay down.
Begin set 3.
Motion from the side looks like this, okay? You're going to slowly lower to the count of 5, keeping those elbows pinned to the sides as they come forward, and then slowly lifting up. Good. So we're not going for reps here, obviously. We're going for a slow burn, okay? We pre-fatigued those triceps, and now we are slowly working them. Shoulders stay down, chest is open. Still exhaling as you push away. Only taking this break, ladies, if you need it, all right? If you can't go straight through, I only did 3 reps. So I'm going for maybe 3 more. Slow and control. Pause at the bottom this time. Slowly coming up. Slow and control with great
Begin
form.
set 4.
Here we go. Slowly lowering. Plank position. Great. Slowly coming up. Ooh, way to go. Nice, ladies. We got time for 1 more slow push-up, I believe. Elbows stay in. Breathing, exhaling as you push away. Woo! Elbows in. Slow, controlled. Awesome. Let's start to lower.
Stop exercise and switch
Well
to the
done.
next
Great.
stage.
Woo! All right, we're going to go to a wall sit. I'm going to bring some weights. Weights are optional. We're going to add some arm curls to that for those who would like. Remember, on the wall sit, you want to go as close to 90 degrees as you can with your knees. If you have a knee issue or
Begin set
sensitivity,
1.
you might want to stay a little bit higher, okay? But I want you to think about as you go down, abs are going to be engaged, knees are going to be not beyond the ankles. All right, and then we're going to add some slow arm curls here for those who would like. Great. Shoulders stay down. Notice my chest stays open. And although I'm looking sideways to connect with you guys, make sure you're looking straight ahead. Good. And your exhale comes on that exertion or lift. Now there's our break. If you need a break, please take one. If you'd like to join me going through, please join me going through. And slowly lowering those arms with control.
Begin set 2.
Resisting gravity, bringing the weight down. Good. Working the biceps. Nice. Abs stay engaged. I'm going to go a little lower here. My knees had a little knee issue yesterday, so I'm staying a little higher than normal. Whatever works for you today. You need to stay a little higher. Think about your weight being back in your heels versus forward into your toes. And you should be feeling those quads pretty intensely by now. Great. Coming up on that break. There's our exhale.
Stop
Slowly
exercise.
lower. Excellent. Shaking those legs out. Good work, ladies. This next set, we're going to do an alternating arm curl simultaneous, okay? And I'll show you what that looks like.
Begin set 3.
All right, so a little bit more cardio focused here as one's going up, the other one's going down. Great, slow and controlled. Remember to keep the weight back in the heels. Core stays engaged. Nice, ladies. Woo! Good work. Anybody feels anything in the knee? Remember, come up a little higher, okay? Or take a little break.
Stop exercise.
Otherwise, we're staying down, taking a break if you need another third set. Fourth set coming up. I'm going to try and go through here. Legs are starting to shake. It's going to be a push. All right, here we go. Fourth
Begin
set.
set 4.
Now, last set. Keeping those arms pumping with control. Elbow stays by your sides. Woo! Quads burning. How are you doing there? Are you pushing it? Is your form good? Are you breathing? Good work, ladies. Push it through. Almost there. Biceps working. Quads. Fuego. Almost there. Seconds away. I hope. I hope for myself.
Stop exercise
Nice.
and switch to the next station.
Shaking those legs. Well done. All right, we're going to do a band pull down today with our band. You're going to hold your band in the right hand like this. Left thumb takes the band up here. Holding the band
Begin
overhead,
set 1.
kind of in front of you. The right arm is going to pull down into the side. Just like that. Working the lat, working the shoulder. Now, if the overhead does not work for you, feel free to do a row here, all right? This is sort of like a bow and arrow for those of you who are into archery. Okay, otherwise we're overhead. Good. Working the lat. Now, not only is my right arm working, but my left arm, by virtue of holding that band up, is working as well, okay? Now, there's our break. Take a break if you need it. I'm going to stay on the same side. If you do have a shoulder issue and want to switch sides, feel free, but I'm going to keep my left arm up and pull right into my body.
Begin set 2.
Good. So my knees are soft. My shoulder is not raised up. Just because my arm is raised up does not mean my shoulder is raised up. Now remember, if your band is easy for you, you can always grab toward the middle and make it harder, okay? Mine's just right. Good. Holding that left arm fixed. Pulling right in the body. Lats working,
Stop
shoulder
exercise.
working. Shake it up. And again, that fixed arm is working as well. Even with the row, it's the same thing. The arm that's straight is also working to resist the bent arm. All right, right arm is up or forward for the row.
Begin set 3.
Left arm is your dynamic working arm. Right arm working isometrically by holding that band. Pulling right into that rib cage, slowly releasing. Right into that rib cage, slowly releasing. All right, we're thinking about knees soft still, abs engaged. Great. Again, if you need to be lower with the row, that looks like this, okay? Arm in front of your chest.
Stop exercise.
All right, there's our break. I'm going to go through here. Take a break if you need it. Shake those shoulders out. I'm going to keep going. Here we go. Elbow down the body. Set 4.
Begin set 4.
Great. That right arm stays up. Exhaling on that pull. Focusing on that upper back on the left side. Shoulder working as well. Right arm also working to resist. might feel this more in your right arm because the right arm was just our dynamic working arm, and now it has to really hold. Nice, ladies. Almost there.
Stop exercise and switch to the next station.
All right, I'd like to do a little balance exercise now. We're going to do a single leg reach, front, side, back. I'm going to add a band to this to my ankles. If your balance is good, please feel free to add a band. You do not have to, okay? If you need support on a wall or table,
Begin set
please
1.
hold on to that. Let's start on our left leg. Let's see, I want to make sure you can see me here. So we're going to go 2 front, 2 side, 2 back. Now, again, you can do this without a band, holding on if you need to, touching down if you need to. Okay, so maybe you do 2, touchdown, 2, touchdown, okay? Just depending on what works for your balance, all right? Remember with the balance,
Stop exercise.
you're focusing, let's do one more, you're focusing on something in front of you that's not moving. Nice. All right, switching sides. Left leg is soft, holding on if you need to.
Begin
2
set
little
2.
pulse, 2 little pulse, 2 pulse. Touching down as needed, ladies, all right? Core stays engaged. We're breathing. So what do we got here? We got quad working here. We got hip and glute working here. We got glute and hamstring working on that kickback, all right? And of course, the standing leg working very hard to stabilize, right? Core engaged.
Stop exercise.
Last one. Nice. Shake it out. Very good. Remember, holding on is needed, okay? For this next third and fourth set, we're going to do something similar. We're going to do just a semicircle sweep. So you're on your right leg this time.
Begin
left leg
set
working.
3.
Did I blow that? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We're going to switch. So we're going to do a little sweep with the left leg. Good. Again, touching down if you need to here. Abs stay nice and tight. Same idea, but we're just doing a little sweep here. Good. Still working a lot of leg muscles here. Inner thigh, outer thigh, glute. Standing leg is soft. Torso is tall, abs engaged.
Stop
Let's
exercise.
do one more. Nice, ladies. Woo! Okay. On the left leg this time. All right. Right leg is in front. Oh, I'm feeling that hip. All right, here we go. Right leg in front. You're probably feeling the hip of the standing leg if you're like me.
Begin
The ones that are
set
just
4.
working dynamically, but we know they're both working, right? Woo! There we go, a little sweep. Forward and behind. Great, ladies. Woo! Little sweep. Touching down as needed. Staying tall through the torso. Breathing throughout, right? Don't forget that. Excellent, ladies. Almost there. Nice.
Stop
work.
exercise and switch to the
Great
next station.
job. We are going to lose this band. Very nice work. All right, we're going to do a wood chop next. Now, I want to go through this motion without the weight first. All right, you're going to start with your hands in front, and you're just going to
Begin
do a
set
little
1.
hands to hip, all right? Now, I want you to think about, your knees are soft, I want you to think about this coming from the abs, okay? So, it's just a little bit of a downward, again, kind of like a semicircle with your arms, okay? I'm going to add weight here. Weight is in front, down by the hips. Knees are soft. Now, I want to make sure that you know you can do a little bit of a squat here, but I want to make sure that your knees don't go forward on that, all right? So, keeping a slight bent knee here. Knees are not going forward. I'm twisting from the abdominals, working those obliques. Abs are engaged. Let's do one more. All right, same thing other side. So you can do this without a weight
Begin
or
set
with a
2.
weight. we're going to do the other side now, right to left. If the twisting motion for some reason does not feel good, you have the option to do a side bend instead, keeping the glutes nice and tight, abs engaged, all right? So this is from shoulder down to hip if you can. Again, the side motion, I'll show you from this side. Now see how my knees aren't moving forward, right? They're soft, or they can be bent a little bit more if you want to keep that squat. But this is all about that torso rotation, okay? Let's do one more. Excellent. Now we're going to reverse that torso rotation. So we're going to do an upward wood chop. Starting from the right hip,
begin set 3.
Up to the shoulder, all right? So for those of you tennis players or golfers, great rotational exercise, practicing bracing with those abs as you swing that racket, as you swing that golf club, okay? Here it looks sideways, boom, all right? My abs are engaged, nice and tight. My lower body is not moving. I'm staying in a squat, or I have a soft bend. And I'm thrusting upward, slowly coming down, thrusting upward, slowly coming down. Abs engaged the whole time, ladies. One more. Good, relax. So it's very, well, maybe not very easy, but it's easy to take your abs out of this if you don't actively engage them. You could just make it an arm movement. I don't want that. I want you to set up here,
set 4.
Engage your abs first off, and then boom, coming up, coming from the core here, coming from the torso, hip to shoulder, slowly lowering. Hip to shoulder, slowly lowering. Are your abs engaged, ladies? Are you pulling that navel in? Are your knees soft? Good. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale. Working those obliques, working those abs. Functional movement, bracing with the core.
Stop exercise and switch to the next station.
Excellent. All righty. We are going to do some bridges next. So let's go to the mat. And I'm going to squeeze my little ball today. If you have a pillow or a little ball to squeeze, I'd like you to grab that. We're going to focus on an inner thigh bridge today for the first 2.
Begin set 1.
So feet close together. Squeezing the glutes, coming up, squeezing that ball, okay? And we're going to just stay here and do some little pulses with the ball. So my hips should be up as high as they can be without going into a back arch. So you don't want to be here, right? You want your shoulders, hips, and knees aligned. I like to keep my hands in this position, or if you want more of a stability challenge, you can have your arms over your shoulders, okay? You can even add some weights to this if you want to go extra, all right? Extra.
Stop exercise.
All right, we're going to slowly lower. Great. That's your resting position. Get those hamstrings to rest, okay? All right, so same thing. Squeezing the glutes, tucking the tailbone, squeezing the ball.
Begin set 2.
Coming up, and you're squeezing those inner thighs together. Keeping the glutes nice and tight, abs engaged, everything really buttoned up. Woo! So we got inner thighs, hamstrings, glutes working. If you've got weights, you're working those shoulders as well. Core is working to stabilize. Great job, ladies. Woo! Squeeze. Everything's super tight. Don't forget your breathing. Nice work.
Stop exercise.
Now, if bridges don't work for you, I should have mentioned this. I usually mention this. You can do a pelvic tilt, which just involves tucking the tailbone, squeezing the glutes, tightening everything up, and then relaxing without lifting the hips. Okay? Those of you who want a single leg option,
begin set 3.
We're going to do a single leg hip extension, which looks like this. Leg goes to the floor and parallel to the other leg. Now, this is only if your back is good, if you're up for single leg. If you don't want to do single leg, you're going to put your feet a little bit wider and just do a pulse here, okay? Single leg, driving through my right leg, hips stay nice and even. Option to put the arms up. Right hammy and right glute working very hard, abs engaged. There's your exhale, driving through that right leg. Let's do 2 more.
Stop exercise.
And the last one, Excellent. Resting that right leg out. Woo! All right. We're going to go for 10 to 12 on the other leg. Again, if you're doing double leg, keeping those legs wide. If you want to do a little march, you can do that for more of a challenge.
Begin set
depending
4.
on where you are today and how your back is, okay? So, I'm going with my second single leg, left leg, driving through, touching down with the right leg briefly, driving through that left leg, left hammy, left glute, really feeling it. And as your exhales, you push, really drive through that left leg. And drive and hold, good. Drive and hold. Maybe 2 more here. Push and hold.
Stop exercise
Nice,
and
ladies.
switch to
Well
the
done.
next station.
Bringing those knees in. Stretching those legs out. Excellent. All right, for our finale, we are going to do some forearm planks today. And I'm going to throw in some options, variations. Feel free to do this on a bench. On a counter if you need to be higher for your back or shoulder. But wherever you are, we're thinking about that plank position, which is a straight line, shoulders down, chest open, abs engaged, glutes tight. And I see a lot of people dropping their heads. I want the head and neck to stay in that neutral spine position, okay? That's to prevent any neck pain later. You're pushing through your heels to that wall behind you or whatever's behind you. Keep those legs engaged.
Exercise.
And on the break, if it feels good, going into child's pose is a great way to take a break, stretching that lower back, stretching the shoulders. You can do a modified one as well. You can do a cat-cow as well. All right, set number 2. I'm going to give you the option to do a solid
Begin
motion,
set 2.
which involves using your feet to propel you forward and back. So, everything nice and tight first, right? Glutes tight, abs tight. I'm going to use my feet to propel me forward and back. Great. For me, it helps to have something to do in the planks. Everybody's different. Notice my hips aren't going up and down. They're staying in the same plane as my body. All right, if this is too much, you're going to stay with the regular plank. I just want to give you some variation options for those who like to mix it up.
Stop exercise.
And there's your break. Pushing those hips back. Woo! Deep breath. Well done, ladies. We have 2 more sets. All right, we're going to stir it up with a stirred pot. Drawing a circle in the mat with your hips. Again, this is advanced.
Begin
So
set
if your
3.
back feels good, and if you want more of a challenge, you're going to go clockwise, using your feet to propel your body forward and then around. If that does not work for you, you may stay with the sign, or you may do a little knee drop. All right, other variations. You can do the stir the pot, stay with me here. Super challenging. Abs are pulled in, glutes nice and tight. Woo! Penultimate set, ladies. That means we are closing on.
Stop exercise.
All right, I'm going to take a quick break, but don't you take a break if you don't want to. You want to keep going. Be my guest, because guess what? I'm getting right back to it. This is our last, final exercise, final set. I'm going in the other direction now, counterclockwise.
Begin set 4.
For those of you who are stirring the pot. Your abs are pulled in, your glutes are tight. Ladies, this is the last set. I want everything you got here. Nothing left in the tank. Let's go. Woo! Arms are working, abs are working. Legs are working. Woo! Almost there, ladies. Hang tough, pushing through. Woo! Final set. I'm gonna need the break. I don't know about you. Woo!
Stop exercise.
Nice.
Your training is now complete.
Excellent
Please
job.
wipe down machines
All right,
and
we're gonna
continue
do a
to the
little,
cardio area.
Kind of modified child's pose, hip, since we worked those hip flexors today, or our hip and glute. Instead of going straight back here, you're just going to lean to one side a little bit, okay? Just to stretch out that hip on the one side. Great job, ladies. Woo! All right, coming back to center as you inhale, and exhale, gently dropping the hips to the other side. So, stretching the right hip here. Stretching the lower back, stretching the shoulders. Really good. Woo! Coming back to center. And rolling up. Let's do a little chest opener to finish. Shoulders down, knees soft, hands behind the hips. Deep breath in. And exhale, blow it out. Another deep breath in. And blowing it out, making sure those shoulders are down, shaking those arms out, ladies. One more inhale here. Mini squat, exhale to reach to the ceiling. Well done, ladies. Thanks so much for joining me. Stay safe, stay hydrated today.